Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. And yes, this is Raymond, that DIY guy. This evening, we're back in my kitchen, not the sewing studio. We're making my dinner. And tonight, I'm having baked chicken. Right? There are many different kinds of oils you can use when you're cooking your meat. Lard, which is often most for frying. Coconut oil, if we're using Hawaiian-style cooking. Corn oil, right? Corn oil is not so bad, but the flavor is just very soft. Olive oil, right? Olive oil is very good for you. It's healthy. And you have soybean oil, you have sunflower oil, you have so many different choices of oil. This evening, we're going more with a Korean flavor. 안녕하세요, Korean, right? So I'm going to use a sesame oil for our baked chicken tonight. I'm going to use garlic pepper, celery salt, and black pepper. Yes, this is a heavy, heavy pepper flavor, right? We're also going to complement our meal with broccoli and carrots and then potatoes. Right? So first thing we need to do is get rid of all this extra stuff, right? So we have our garlic pepper, our sesame oil, our celery salt, and our black pepper. I've already washed the chicken so that I've gotten rid of any chance of there being any bacteria, what have you. Be very careful with your chicken. It needs to be clean. Not wash it with soap, just wash it with water. And when you cook chicken, you must cook it all the way through. Chicken is not steak. Beef has more ability to be flexible. But chicken, you must follow the rules. It must be clean and thoroughly, completely cooked. So to put our oil on, some people just start dumping oil. Well, you end up with more oil on your pan than you do on your chicken. Sesame oil is not exactly cheap. But any oil, you want a nice even coating of oil on your meat. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our oil. But I'm a bit thirsty. When I'm cooking at home for myself, I'm relaxed. And I like to drink a beer or a glass of wine. Bing Pijo. There's nothing like an ice cold beer. All right. So we have our sesame oil. And that's our first ingredient. Right? And I am using this. It is a strainer server. You use this for frying, you use this for taking things out of water, what have you. But the main thing is it's full of holes. This helps us to pour our oil and get a nice drizzle effect on our meat. Nice drizzling on the meat. You don't want lots and lots and lots of oil, just enough. Then, instead of using my hand or a brush or something else we have to wash, I'm just going to spread the oil around like this. Now, I'm going to turn this over and add a bit more oil to the other side. Just like that. Move it around. Chicken is very slippery, right? Right, and you might notice that it looks like just paper on my baking pan. This is wax paper. It's safe for the oven. It's what I use to make biscuits or cookies or what have you, if I'm not using the Silpat. Right, so we have coated both sides of our meat. I didn't have to put more oil on the bottom side because a little bit always gets on the pan. So we can just turn it and turn it on the pan. But I don't know if you've bought good oil lately, but it's expensive comparatively. I'm not poor, but I'm definitely not rich. Now I'm going to take this, I'm finished with it, and I want to move it out of my cooking area. You notice, once I use my tongs, I set them on the pan, not back on my table, right? Once something touches the chicken, you don't want it to touch anything else, okay? Now, I'm going to take my garlic pepper. And when you buy a container like this, it has the side where you spoon out, but it also has a little bit of a shaker side. Be careful, the holes are very big, and you just want to shake a little even layer. Not too much, right? Just a nice even. I didn't close it because I'm not finished. We have to turn this over, do the same thing. And then my celery salt. This is a delicious, delicious spice that not enough people take advantage of. It gives a nice little kick to your food, but it's not, oh my God, that's so spicy. There's no heavy, hot heat spice to it. So shake just a little across, an even amount. And then my favorite, black pepper. I love pepper, but not too much. The secret of this recipe is a little, right? A little oil, a little garlic pepper, a little celery salt, and a little black pepper. Turn it over and do the same thing. Now, I'm finished with these. I'm going to immediately take them. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because I want to bake my chicken skin side up. One of these is skin side down. I need to turn this over one more time. Remember, we already have enough oil. So let's repeat our spice pattern. Nice thin layer, not too heavy, of each of the spices. Remember, garlic pepper, celery salt, and black pepper. Now we can close everything up from these ingredients. We're finished with those. We have one piece of chicken skin side up and one skin side down. Well, we want to bake our chicken skin side up. And we're going to do it at about 230 degrees. 230 degrees. But I almost sat these on the table. Don't do that. This is touch the chicken. Straight to our sink of hot soapy water. All right, now this we're going to put in the oven, and then we're going to start getting everything else ready, okay? So let me take this, put it in the oven. And now we're going to get ready to do everything else. Give me just a moment. I need to wash my hands again, and I'll be right back. The health benefits of a potato is in the very thin edge, just under the skin. So I wash my potatoes very, very well, and I scrub them with a green scrubby, like you're cleaning a greasy pan, right? So my potatoes are very clean, even though the skins are still on. So I'm going to cut up my potatoes. And one thing that is the most dangerous thing in your house is a dull knife. I sharpen my knife every time I use it. Every time you use a knife, it gets dull. So sharpen it every time you use it. So this is your steel. This is your cleaver. I'm surprised at how much cooking most Chinese people can do. Much better cutting than American cooks with only one knife. You guys are really great with this thing. All right, we're going to cut our knife in about 4 centimeter chunks. I mean, we're not going to cut our knife. We're going to cut our potato in about 4 centimeter chunks, right? Nothing special, nothing hard to do. Boom. I only have myself and 2 guests for dinner tonight, so 2 medium to large potatoes should be plenty. We're going to cook our vegetables and our potatoes in a steamer, right? This is actually one of the healthiest ways to cook. I just don't like cooking meat that way. But vegetables, great. So we're going to bring our top steamer basket and put our potatoes in it. Right. The only thing I'm going to put on potatoes is salt. So I'm going to salt my potatoes. All right, and we're going to set these off to the side. These are going to go on the top because the only seasoning I used was salt. Then I actually like to shake them up, mix it up, because I want the broccoli and the carrot flavors to blend together, to mix together. So as the broccoli is steaming. All right. Like I said, you want to know my secrets, you have to watch the video. So my broccoli, I did tell you the secret of potatoes, just salt, right? Actually, I've got a little challenge for you. If you can guess what seasonings I used, for my broccoli and carrots. There's one because I already told you what this one is. Right? See in the comments. Put down in the comments. What do you think I seasoned my carrots and broccoli with? The potatoes, that's easy. Potatoes and salt, right? Put them on the steamer. Put the lid on. Check the water level in your steamer. Mine is fine. I filled it up before I started filming. And then turn it on. I set it for about 15 minutes and then I check it with a fork. Right? And I check the hardest part of the broccoli. If the hardest part of the broccoli is finished, everything else is finished. So I'm going to clean all of this up. We're going to wait for the chicken to get complete before we bake the biscuits. So, see you in a little while. Everything is ready. The chicken is baked perfectly, nice crisp skin. The vegetables and potatoes are steamed to perfection. And we have the fresh baked biscuits. To learn how to make the biscuits, Look back to my earlier video on the home-baked flaky biscuits. Put all of these things together and you have a wonderful meal for your family or your guests. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give a thumbs up, like, comment, and follow. When you follow me, you get more updates faster. You don't have to go looking for my videos. You will know when a new video is released. My friends will be here soon, so I need to finish getting ready for their arrival. Hope to see you again soon, and remember, DIY, you know what's in it. See you next time, guys. Good night.